Greetings, Inquisitors. Welcome to the Holocron. This is the week 184 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress every week, go through all the characters, ships, mods, Datacrons, whatever we're doing for the account so that y'all can follow along. Please remember, as we get started, use that like button. It does help me. It helps the channel, and I would appreciate it if you could do that. First things first, let's take a look here at Darth Bane. We have a Darth Bane in the account now. Grabbed him out of Conquest right after my last update, so we were ready for him. Took him straight to Relic 8. Put a bunch of mods on him, so we ended up with around 140,000 health, 60,000 protection, about 200 on the damage. And that's going to allow us to take that Darth Bane into Grand Arena. We had him for last week. Got 3 victories with him throughout the course of the week, so good stuff so far with Darth Bane. Alright, then let's take a look at the rest of the updates for the account for the week. We had Third Sister, so territory battles, got our last Third Sister shards. Here we go, 7 stars, ready to upgrade. We're going to take the character all the way up to gear 12 here. And then we're going to find out that we just don't quite have enough Kyros to get her to relic level. So that's unfortunate, but we can lock all these parts down. And we have double drops going on right now in the game, so all I had to do was wait till the reset and do the 50s and the 100s and just sink everything for a day into Kyro, and we were able to get enough Kyros to finish this character off. Here we are putting skills on her at super slow speed. Now that they've updated the UI, this is like 16x speed and it's still going slow. It's crazy. But yeah, so we're slowed way down now. Working on all the skills. And we decided to take this skill for Grand Arena, put an Omicron on there as well. So here we are the next day coming back in. We'll take Third Sister up to gear 13. Take her up to relic level 7, and then we will go through the mods real quick, kind of show you where we're at on the modding. We're at about 78,000 health, 26 speed here, 16 speed here, 24 speed with protection. We did offense on the cross, mixture of health, protection, defense, and ended up with 77,000 health. 117,000 protection, almost 8,000 on the damage, and almost 70% on the armor. I feel like it's good to balance all these stats. When she gets revived, she does get extra offense and defense, so it's nice to have those stats in good shape on her already. Here we're going in to work on Conquest. We got him finished out with the Cantina farms, so he's 7 stars now. Sirjunda also 7 stars, but of course with the lack of Kyro, we're waiting on Kyro for everything, so Cal Kestis will have to wait. Mods for the week, we didn't have too many to work on here. Gray mods, we only got about 3 of them that we could work on, and none of them ended up working out. So moving on to the blue and the green level mods, we got a couple of them here. This one's a protection arrow with some speed on it. We try a couple hits there, don't get any more speed, so we'll leave that alone for now. Purple and gold, again, not too much. We got a purple cross here with offense that we can play with. It gets 20 speed at 6 dots, but we don't have enough slicing materials to finish it out, so we have to leave it there. Datacrons for the week. I'm re-rolling the mechanics here, trying to get off accuracy. I rolled so much accuracy on everything. I go back to my Holdo Cron here, and I'm re-rolling that middle stat, trying to get the good resistance stat. And I do end up getting that. We re-roll the Jedi trait here, and then we're going to see about upgrading the mechanics. We get more health, more protection. So we made a couple Datacrons a little bit better, but that's all we got for the week. On Datacrons, of course, as of the last update, we only had a couple of days left in Conquest, so it's just a couple days of farming. We got the Nightsister Lightspeed bundle, so we've got a whole bunch of nice Relic 3 Nightsisters now. I go through all the Nightsisters and work on the mods so that they all become usable characters. The team that I expect to play the Nightsisters with, we put better mods on. And then the rest of the Nightsisters, we just put mods on them at all. Because, I mean, if we're going to have Relic characters, we might as well have some decent mods on them. Or at least starter mods. I do decide to take old Daka up to Relic 5. It's quite a bit of difference. We jumped from about 87,000 health to 100,000 health. We improved her armor by a couple points, which is a pretty big deal at 60%. So overall, trying to make the Daka even better. Then I come in here for the Darth Bane for the Malak journey, for the light side version of Malak. And typically people do this with Zaalbar, use a couple armor shreds to make sure that he's, let's say, you can do all the damage you need to him. I couldn't finish it without Zaalbar. I tried several different times with different sequences and just got a bunch of fails. So I guess we're going to have to work on Zaalbar, get him up to gear 12, and try that again with some armor shreds on. But yeah, I couldn't get the damage to work out for me. So even with Relic characters, with 3 Relic Jedi in that team, I still couldn't make it work. So if anybody knows a sequence of events or a way to do enough damage, I mean, once you get the sides killed, every time he goes below 50% health, he does life drain on, you know, your characters. And I couldn't find a way to avoid that life drain, and it gave him too much life back, and I couldn't finish him off. So if you guys got secret tech on how to do that, let me know. I don't have it figured out as of yet. All right, week 184, we had 140,000 jump. We're up to 9.43 million on the account, 165 relics. Added 8 relics this week, 6 from that Lightspeed bundle with the Nightsisters. There's 8 total, but 2 of them I already had at Relic. And then I did Relic that Darth Bane and Third Sister. So in total, we got 8. Zetas, we added 3 more, so we're at 144. We added 2 to Bane and 1 to Third Sister. Omicrons, same way. We jumped up to 21 Omicrons, adding 2 to Bane and 1 to Third Sister. Squad Arena, JMK is getting us top 50. We're still messing around with Darth Bane over there, trying to figure out exactly what we can beat and how in the Squad Arenas. Executor still getting us top 5. Chimera when I need to play it against Leviathans. GAC we're in Kyber 2, and then Cal Kestis. I'm going to set that for week 186. I really did deplete most of my resources, especially Kyros. I went to 0 Kyros more or less, getting this Third Sister done. So we still have to get Cal Kestis to gear 12. I expect we'll be able to get him to gear 12, I'm hoping next week, and then relic him the week after. So we might have a break in the relic cycle here. Farming plan, Seer is done now. So we got Tarful Saw. We're doing Keller and Beck twice a day. Paz, Vizsla, the Shuttle, Boss Nass. Tons of hard farms right now, which also cuts back on our Kyro income. Fleet, we're still working on IG-12, Cantina, Signal Data. We're going to swap around some things. We're going to go to mod stuff 3 days a week on slicing materials, 4 days a week on mod materials, and we're going to update to 4 mod refreshes per day. Again, just kind of changing around what I'm doing, trying to find the most optimal way to farm mods. Still working on the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis as the next journey that we're working on. We got a lot of stuff to bring to gear 12. I put Zaalbar in there now that I couldn't get it without him. I guess we'll have to bring him up to gear 12 for that mission. And then we've got Seer, Cal, Saw, Tarful, and Marin that we got to do for the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis stuff. And then long-term farming, we're doing the Cal Kestis characters, the Bow characters, and also the Gungans as they come out. And we'll try to keep up on all those farms. We've got some other relic variants that we can do if we have the bandwidth. This is the old sheet that I've had in the presentation for a couple months now with what I was thinking for relics. We got the B2 done. We got the Remnant team done. Got Third Sister, Darth Bane. And now we're down to Baze and Iden. And when I'm looking at what I'm trying to do with the account and the timing, I don't think I can get to those characters after all. We'll work on Cal Kestis as the next big relic that we're going to do. We're going to put that in a Ray team in 5s and 3s. We're going to build Darth Revan. If we're close on that Malak event on the light side, once we get into the light side, we'll need it on the dark side, so we'll grab Darth Revan. And then I think by then it'll be 3 or 4 weeks from now. We should be finishing up another round of Conquest by then. So we're going to save up for Queen Amidala. Try to get her built like as soon as I grab her. I think it's worth Marin. We'll take a look at that. Padme and the raid stuff. So Cal's going to be added to the Ray team. For those who watch my streams, I've said that I'm going to take Cal up to pretty high relics. I would like to have a team that's like all relic 8 or 9 for 3s with Ray. That team is kind of a nuisance. They keep making Datacrons that make that team good. And so we want to try to make that as hard to beat as we can in 3s. We need to get Darth Revan up and running and get Malak and start buying shards for Malak. So I'm going to invest in Darth Revan. And then we're going to stock up materials and we're going to focus on Queen Amidala. I think it's worth getting Marin to Relic, but we're going to have to take a look at that because I want to start working on raid characters. Farm up the stuff for the raids, get the Gungans. I think in the announcement they said that the Jar Jar event was going to come in and then it wouldn't be back for almost 3 months, something like that. And I don't know if we're going to be able to farm these characters up fast enough if they're going to come out on farming nodes. But I want to give myself a chance that I might get Jar Jar on the second run of this event. So we're going to plan for that. If it looks like I can make it, I'm going to save my relic materials and just work on the Jar Jar stuff. If it doesn't look like I'm going to make it, then we'll swing around and relic Marin, Padme, maybe some other stuff, and look to get the Gungans on the third time the event pops up. So we'll keep our eyes and ears open, see how the farming works out, see what I can afford to farm, and go from there. That's going to wrap up the update for week 184. Pretty big hits this week with that third sister and that Darth Bane going to relic levels. We'll for sure be able to use those characters in Grand Arena to good effect. So we'll get them going. Thank you for coming to watch. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future. Notification bell will let you know when I'm doing my live streams. And of course, we've got the Discord. The link is up above and down below. Join our Discord community. It's a great place to hang out. Great community to be part of. A lot of experienced players over there that'll answer questions and try to help you. There's an Ask Loquitur channel. You can ask questions directly from me and I'll answer them when I get a chance. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.